Hey everybody, welcome in. It's 270 something. Star Wars Ghost Heroes. We're doing Grand Arena setup. So I thought we were doing attack, but I guess we're not. No, maybe we are. Did I miss it? I thought we were doing attack phase. I don't know. Anyway, let's look at our opponents, see what we've got going on here, just so I don't forget to do it later. This is my original free-to-play account. You can see here we're gonna get destroyed. We're gonna get absolutely annihilated. This guy is on the doorstep of SLKR. As you can see, he's a favorite. He's kind of he bought everything. Let's just put it that way. You can tell that he bought everything, that he's a hyperdrive, a light speed bundle, bought all the everything. You can tell he bought light speed bundle. You know, I thought he was working on executor. Clearly that's not the case, being that his PN is level 85, but he's only 2 stars. So yeah, but we're one of those people who are just like, I'm going to open everybody, and yeah. But 85 level 2 PN. Thought? Isn't Resistance pilot the pilot for the one of the pilots for the Star Fortress, I thought? So I'm like, I think he bought everything. He's working on Ewoks, so he doesn't have all the Ewoks, clearly. Which means he doesn't have 3PO. But I mean, you're just looking up here. He's on the doorstep of BAM, looks like. He has Jawas, which is interesting because, you know. So he has Jawas, so that's something to keep in mind. He has Padme. He has GK. He's working on bounty hunters. So he's kind of meandering his way towards Executor, I think. But yeah, this is clearly somebody who bought, no Star Killer pack, but he's obviously farming Mara Jade. That's on his farm. He's obviously farming droids. But you can tell this is somebody who bought, who just, was one of those persons who's like, yeah, I'm going to start playing, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to hyperdrive, and I'm going to LSB on the same day. So of course he bought Shadows of the Empire, and he did not buy the final. Maybe he bought the finalizer. Let's take a look. Did he buy the finalizer? Yeah, he might have bought the finalizer. The one thing that made me hesitate was I wasn't sure if 5G was part of the finalizer farm, but he's probably not. But he probably did buy the finalizer, which is not surprising. But you can just tell this guy is he's rushing. So he bought the pack, and he's rushing Elsa KR. He's got Wampa Omicron, so that right there is going to destroy us. Does he have? He's got Treya Omicron, which that's not going to be great for us. He's got Savage Omicron. So yeah, we're it's not going to be brilliant for this account. Let's go have a look at the other account. All right, here we are on my own Hyper Lightspeed Bundle account. We're playing Dust Tarsar from the Bad Batch. Let's see his collection. See what he looks like. SLKR. This is somebody who bought. This is probably somebody who bought the SLKR pack and then beelined for SLKR, and the fact that he did that, I got no problems with. It just means I'm going to have work to do, and a lot of it. A lot of work. He might be on his way to C because he's got Palpy Vader here. Bosk. Omega. Hunter. Echo. Working on Ray. So did he buy the Ray pack? Where's his resistance? So about the SLKR pack, he did not buy the Ray pack. So he used the First Order pack, Finalizer pack to pick up BB-8, obviously. Then he's using just whatever, you know. I guess these people were the ones that he used to get to Ray, and I'm not sure why he got Ray, because he doesn't have the rest of the resistance. He doesn't have Zori. I mean, he's got, I don't know. It's just weird to see. It was just weird to see Ray on the JTR there when I was like what? But Boba, Wrecker, Tech, then he's got, I mean, he's covering his bases because he's got his Geos, he's got his Padme, he's clearly building a Padme team. Getting close to having 3PO because he's got Wicket. And then Elder, I don't know why he bothered to Scout, but he's getting Scout here at Gear 12, which to me is like, I don't think I would do that, but he did it. He's got Wicket, Elder, Poplo, Tebow, that's another one I'm like, really? Low Gray, where's Chirpa? Where's Chief Chirpa? Did I miss him? Does he not have Chirpa yet? Because if he doesn't, that could explain why he doesn't have 3PO. I mean, that would explain why I'm not seeing 3PO, or unless I'm just going over him. But Wampa with no Omicron, a Trey with high-level Trey with no Omicron. Third Chirpa, he's working on Chirpa, so he'll be 3PO in a little bit. But yeah, this is a guy who's just got, you can see it, he's got 85s all over the place. He's got a lot of bloat, a lot more bloat than I like carrying around. But I will say that I have a fair amount of bloat, but not as much as I think other people do. And obviously we talk about this guy, and he has the Bad Batch very high. He's the Bad Batch at Gear 12 with Crons, with Zetas. I have, my Inquisitors are close to that level, but they're not quite there. But I do have Inquisitors, but then again, he bought the pack, and he went for SLKR. I of course don't have the pack. I'm going for a slow Executive Rush, which I've talked about, but just based upon the fact that he's got a done First Order team, which I would suspect means he's got a done finalizer, right? Do you have a done finalizer? Where's this finalizer? His finalizer is very close to being done, but can he take out me with the Chimera? He might can take me out with the finalizer, but if he doesn't, if he has the finalizer on defense, obviously we're in trouble. If he puts SLKR on offense, we're in trouble. I don't feel good either way, even though my count is 4.6, but of course I go different directions, and I did not go for SLKR. Just, Killer on Back and the Comeuppance is available in the gym shop. Killer on Back is now farmable on Darkside 2H, I believe. Tarful has been... No, not Tarful. Tuscan Chieftain has been accelerated, and something else. But, yeah, I skipped over the mail. You hear dogs. People are going crazy because the sun's out and it's kind of warm. But, yeah, let's check what you guys see here. Apologies for the dogs, at least it's not the kids, because they're downstairs on the tablets. But we're playing, didn't I go over this guy the other night? I feel like I did. I can't believe, I don't know why we're seeing him again, but it is what it is. Crush. I mean, he bought a pack. He comes onto it. I'm 700,000 behind him, and the fact that he's got ISC is a little scary. And it's very, it's just people's choices. Because you're doing your own farm, like I'm doing, like I've been focused on this, like we did on my account. If you've been paying attention the whole time, we went early Phoenix, and then we stopped very early, and then we switched to Command, the trooper team, and our focus lately has been on bounty hunters. This guy is totally lining up a whole bounty hunter team, because he's got Garcex and ISC here. And he's got Finnick up here, so he's really focused on bounty hunters. He does not have them very high, but they're all gear 12, and they could all, he doesn't have a Zeta for Finnick. Not that I know if that Finnick's Zeta is great, but Grief's, I know Grief's Zetas are great. Where's his default Mando? Where's his Mando? Does he have a Mando? I find it curious that he's got Grief, but where's his Mando? Where's his Bam? Where's his Mando? MJ, not surprised. Echo again, high. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I can beat my troopers can take down whichever one of these non-Zetas first order he decides to put on defense. And if I had Geos done, with the fact that I don't have Geos, there's Bam. There's Mando. So, we'll take out, I think we can take out one of these. I'm not sure if we can take out multiple, but, so this is just going to be a wash, this first GAC season. I don't think any of the accounts are going to do well, unfortunately. I thought we were on attack, so we're going to do attack. Unfortunately, we'll have to save that for, maybe I'll do that in the morning, for attack, but, so we'll be back with standard stuff a little bit later, but, see how it goes. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and we'll be back with the rest of the day here in a little bit. See you then. Alright, welcome back. So it's we're almost ready to start the day. I'm going to talk to you a little early. I want to talk to you a little bit before we get started about a new passion project I'm thinking about starting. So during the gig, I've been starting to listen to a few audiobooks, and I started listening to the original Thrawn trilogy. And so far, I've made it through Heir to the Empire so far. And I'm now on book 2, which is Dark Force Rising, I think. And the last one is, I don't even know. I just know it's Heir to the Empire is the first one. It's the one that everybody talks about. It's being loud. Hold on. And so we know about, because every time, like it feels like every time Nooch does a video, and he talks about Grand Admiral Thrawn, he's always like, Grand Admiral Thrawn was the top 5 character until the great nerf of 2020 or 2021. If you've been playing long enough to know that, kudos. I do not. So we know that he's fallen off. I just don't know, is there value there? Is there value still in Thrawn? Now, I know that the Chimera is primarily the best entry level fleet, I guess, and I know it's not exactly entry level, because I know you have to have the Phoenix ships farmed with the 7-star capital ship to be able to do that, to get the Chimera. But I kind of want to find out. And so you guys know that I'm a light side guy, but I'm also a ship guy. And so to that end, I'm considering starting a new passion project, because I really like these books, and I think, just for the fact that they did, obviously I think that Grand Admiral Thrawn was already in canon, based upon what Rebels did with him by the time this game started. But then they brought in Mara Jade. And Mara Jade has always been somebody that, even when I would hear about her tangentially, not through anything official, I would be like, she was somebody that I sort of raised my eyebrow about. I'm like, huh. That's interesting, because to me it was interesting. And it still is interesting. I don't know if I got the thing for the reset already. And so those are the folks that I'm really considering going after. I'm really considering going after a Grand Admiral Thrawn, which I know means Phoenix. It does mean Phoenix. I fully understand that. And but I'm looking at going after. I'm really, really seriously considering going after the after Grand Admiral Thrawn, which means Phoenix, the Chimera, which means Phoenix ships, and Mara Jade, which I know is not anything to write home about, but she's part of a Starkiller team, and Starkiller is still a thing. We're probably going to get destroyed here. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's just because I was talking. That's like, oh, might as well, let's do this. I'm going to get absolutely slaughtered here. But yeah, I think it's time to go after. I think it's time to, because after I finish this grind of this Executor being our first big thing that we're knocking out, which I'm still totally on board with it, being the Executor for our first thing, and then it's like, then I said we're gonna flesh out the CLS team, meaning we've already got Chewbacca. You guys saw that on the day 270 video where I went and got Chewbacca. Super happy about that, by the way. And we're gonna be, we want to finish the 3PO farm. We want to get CLS. We want to get the CLS team done. And so Ewok CLS.
That's why you gotta put the screw in there and keep it in.
And then I really want. So yeah, I'm really thinking about Mara Jade because I'm like, as I'm reading this book, because I never knew about these other characters. Like I never knew about Kabarak or this Bothan. What's his name? What's this guy's name? Phalia. And I never knew about Talon Card. And when I did some research about Talon Card, and I'm like, this kind of feels like somebody that they could add to the game if they wanted to, because they have Dengar in here, and Dengar is in whichever movie, just like Bosk was, but. And I haven't watched all of the Clone Wars, and I haven't seen all of the whatever, and I know he's in the comics, but because I did a little bit of research, because at one point in Dark Force Rising, after Talon Card's people have to abandon Merker, they end up on Rishi, and the bounty hunter that Mara is helping out one of the associates, and she sees this guy, and it ends up being either Dengar or somebody who is supposed to be Dengar. And so I'm like, well, and then I'm thinking about future ships, and I'm like, how likely is it that Mara Jade's going to have a ship? And to me, the answer is, I feel like it's a lot. It's better than it could be. And if they add Talon Card and the Wild Card, that could be a potential for a fleet down the road. Now, I'm not saying anytime soon, because obviously, for this year, for 2024, Nooch is saying that he said earlier that he thinks it's going to be Darth Tyrannus. I don't know that he still thinks it's going to be Darth Tyrannus. I sort of want it to be the Darth Tyrannus for the Legendary for this year, but I'm either siding with Arnold, who thinks there's a possibility of it being Jar Jar Binks, or you guys know my affinity for the gerbil, and he said that he thinks it's going to be Chancellor Palpatine, which would be interesting if it did end up being Chancellor Palpatine. But I could see it, but at any rate, they have these people in the game, right? And these people that you need for legendaries, but you don't really need for anything other than legendaries. And then there's people that are just teams that you don't need for anything. Like the Bad Batch. And so I feel like at some point, because when they put the Bad Batch in, obviously the Marauder wasn't in the game when they put the Bad Batch in. And so it wouldn't surprise me at all if they put the Bad Batch in. If they gave the Bad Batch more use, like, hey, you need the Bad Batch for this. And, obviously the Inquisitors in the game, and you need them for Grand Inquisitors, the Grand Inquisitor, and then you need them after that. You need them for Riva. But it's like, is there anything beyond that? What is the possibility that you might need them for a possible a possible Grand Admiral Thrawn at some point, legendary? And so I just think that there's a possibility that you might need Mara above where she is right now, and I think that there's a possibility of that you could use that she is going to get her ship at some point, and then we could see Talon Card and the Wild Card come to the game at some point. But I definitely do want V to get to the Chimera and Grand Admiral Thrawn. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump out. I didn't anticipate this being this long. I thought we were going to get destroyed in like round 1, and we're still going on, and that's just because I'm still learning how to play bounty hunters. I know how to play Bosk, and but I'm not exactly. I deal with what's this guy's name? With Dengar yet. Come on, give me the droid, thank you. That helps out a lot. And so we're gonna jump out of this as soon as we finish this and just start on our dailies. But I thought this would be an interesting little thing to talk about, is because there's nothing really there yet, but there's a possibility that at some point there's going to be something there, and we're going to end up getting annihilated in this phase. I get a feeling, because we're not getting through Clone Trooper fast enough. And you're like, why did you start with Clone Trooper? Reasons, just reasons. Yeah, we're not getting through Clone Trooper. We're not getting through this at all. So I kind of feel like we should just throw it on auto and see what happens. So we're going to do that. But, I really like the idea of them putting in, after going after Mara Jade, because I know that's a better version of the Palpatine team. And if we can get her up and we can get her to and the relics, she's probably a Cairo character. I don't know that, but it's like I kind of want to find out. And I kind of do want to start heading in the direction of another legendary, maybe that being Starkiller. Just to get a Starkiller team going, but I'm not sure about that. I do know that Dash is part of that team, and the Outrider, and we're gonna need him for Profundity at some point. And so because of that, it's sort of like, well, if we can knock out one piece of another fleet component we need, and it's going to take us towards a legendary. And obviously Darth Talon's not a hard farm. Dash is whatever. Mara is, the real usable piece there, and can't say as I can remember who the other member that you need is. But we'll find out as soon as my team gets annihilated here soon enough. And it's like, I know that this is super, super enjoyable to watch, and apologies, but do we just bail? I just feel like we just bail. Just call it good and head out, cut our losses, and just go. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and deploy this. Pardon me, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't know this was going to take this long. Apologies ahead of time. Hopefully you fast forwarded through that video. If not, I still apologize. Anyway, let's go ahead and dig into who we need to farm. I keep forgetting that we need to farm. We need Vulture Droid. I keep forgetting to farm him. So we're going to go ahead and knock him out first. Just get it in, get it over with. Hey, we got the one shard. Oh my gosh, the RNG, my buddies. The RNG is spectacularly bad. And it's like, you can't even, what are you going to say about it? What are you going to say about our level of just absolute crap RNG? There's nothing you can say about it. Because, I mean, there's no way around it. It's just, the level of RNG is like, just mega, super stupendous. So let's go after Kara. Go after Kara. Just jump in and go after Kara. 2. That's perfectly in line with our RNG, which is, just makes it even more perfect. Because, you can't fight the level of RNG, whatever that's going on here. Look at this. Didn't even get any grief. Just got IG. Let's see what happens here, if we can get anything. Oh yeah, we got 2. And we got the Rebel Y-Wing, that's good. Alright. So now we're on to the farming the pieces of whatever piece of whatever character we can get to, that'll be good. Still on this last piece for the TIE Pilot. Fortunately, it has a fleet component with it. This is a fleet piece, which is good. Because I'm not really a fan of those pieces that are like, they're all one kind, because what happens is you inevitably get done with the other piece, with the other pieces, and then you're on this last piece, and you're like having a farm just straight hard nodes, and you have all this fleet energy just sitting around, and that's not at all ideal. And I'm not getting any drops. Look at this. What do we get? I mean, just look at the RNG, my buddies. I mean, we usually have at least slightly better RNG than this, I feel like. But at the same time, it's like, well, what do you expect? You're doing the hard farm. You're doing the hard farm grind. So I don't know what you thought was going to be easy about any of this. And it's like, yeah, of course you're right, but you want to think differently. Anyway, not a whole lot. I know I've talked a lot in this video about a whole lot of nothing. We looked at the GAC. We could actually go in and do a GAC, but I don't feel like I should. I feel like we should do that tomorrow maybe or something. We probably will. Anyway.
Turn the water off right now.
We're not getting anywhere, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have a question, comment, or concern, let me know. If you like this video, please like and share with your friends. And as always, I will see you next time. Make sure you hold the line, because it's important that you do. Until tomorrow, take it easy. We'll see you then. Bye.